What is going on, guys? Obviously, another horrible day by the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, Eagles lose 30-42. This is the second game in Jonathan Gannon's defensive coordinator job. We've given up over 40 points in two games so far. With Jim Schwartz, we've only given up, I think, one 40-point game since he's been here, when he was here. Okay, so this is number 2. 40-something points already. 42 points. Again. Okay. There was a lot of good things, and there was a lot of bad things in this game. Talk about, before I even get to the defense, and that's going to be last on my list since it was the most unproductive, let's go straight to the offense with Jalen Hurts, almost 400 yards passing today. Thought he played very well. I thought Jalen Hurts had a really good game. I thought that Nick used him to his strengths and obviously catered to his style of play, and I think it worked out really well. Jalen Hurts, yeah, obviously the pass to Zach Ertz that was overthrown. Obviously the one to Greg Ward, but I really don't put that on him too much because Greg Ward should have used 2 hands to go catch that football, and he just didn't. I think Jalen Hurts made the throw harder. I think he just made it a little bit harder for Greg Ward to catch it, but I'd say it's on both guys more. But really, other than that, we had 3 touchdowns that were called back because of penalties, guys. 3 of them because of penalties, okay? We left so many points, and this game was winnable. It was very winnable, okay? You had, the one to Dallas Goedert that was called back for J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, going upfield. Whatever that penalty was a bunch of BS. Okay, PI call, whatever it was. I mean, he literally had his arm out for 2 seconds, and then that was it. I thought that was a bunch of BS for that call. I'm not trying to blame this on calls, but that one was definitely one of the most bogus calls. And then, obviously, the other 2, Eagles just shot themselves in the foot in the red zone. Okay, the red zone play was not good, guys. Still not running enough with the running backs. Miles Sanders has 9 carries in 2 games. What are they doing? It seems like they like to run Kenneth Gainwell up the middle and north and south, and Miles Sanders is really about the east and west runs. Like he's more used on the outside. They ran Miles Sanders up the middle once for a couple yards, and that was really it. Miles Sanders not getting enough snaps once again. The run game was it better this week? A little bit, but it could have been a lot better. Okay, Devontae Smith had over 100 yards. Obviously would have had 112, whatever it was. Would have had a lot more if he didn't step out of bounds on that play, which I thought he was more pushed out of bounds. I didn't think he had to reset himself. He just kept running. So that was taken away. That was a big pass that was taken away to the end zone for a touchdown. Quez Watkins only had 30-something yards. He got dinged up a little bit, I think, on kick return, or it was a pass in the end zone. He got pushed out of bounds or something like that back of the end zone. He ended up getting dinged up, so didn't play too much after that. And then Jalen Reagor came in and only had 9 yards. And Reagor, I'm kind of getting tired of him right now. So I know this offense has a lot of talent, okay? Now, the offensive line, I thought, actually played pretty good. Like, you went to this game with Jason Kelce, the only survivor of this offensive line. Your starting center was in the game. Lane Johnson wasn't in the game because of personal reasons. I hope it's nothing to do with the NFL. Hopefully it's not something serious where he's going to get suspended. That's what I'm hoping it's not. So I guess we'll find that out, and probably they don't even know right now. A personal matter, that's what it was said. Hopefully he didn't get caught with PEDs or whatever happened. Hopefully it's something off the field, and it's family, whatever. I don't blame him. It is what it is. Things happen in life. Okay, but Nate Herbig went to his original spot at right guard, played great. You had Landon Dickerson, which I really do like at left guard a lot. I actually really do like him in that position, guys. Like if Jason Kelce doesn't retire next year, Dickerson could line up right next to Mulata. Your left side of the line would be pretty strong. Nate Herbig at right guard could play both guard spots, but I think he plays better on the right side. And now Dickerson's actually getting more snaps, looking much better. And then Jack Driscoll came in today. Last year played pretty good because of injuries, and stepped in at right tackle today for Lane Johnson. I thought he played pretty good, I got to say. But, like I said, three touchdowns were taken off the board. because of penalties. Andre Dillard, I think himself, had 3 penalties today. So, going upfield, I don't know what his problem is going upfield, what he's doing, but it's just getting annoying at this point. And you know what I mean? So I thought the offensive line protected well. Obviously, at the end of the game, there was a couple sacks they gave up because Jalen Hurts was moving around too much, and that's just what happens with mobile quarterbacks. They move around too much. They don't see the throw that they need. They try to run, and, it just... blocking gets messy because you have a mobile quarterback. It just happens like that. It happens all the time. Okay. Offensively, like I said, just to finalize that, I thought Jalen Hurts, I don't know why people are saying Jalen Hurts played like trash. I'm not saying that Jalen Hurts is perfect, okay? That's number one. Number two, he missed some throws, underthrew some throws, overthrew. He had some accuracy issues today, but it wasn't as bad as Monday night. He actually played a lot better, almost 400 yards passing, okay? So, and in these receivers, I thought Zach Ertz played well. I thought Dallas Goedert played well. I thought really everyone played well. I just wanted Miles Sanders to get the ball a little bit more. And when we were in red zone, just run up the middle. Like, why do you have to dump off past Miles Sanders? Why don't you run him up the middle? I don't know what this team is so afraid of running the football down their throats. I don't know. Okay. Now, since Kansas City we couldn't stop them defensively. This defense is the most embarrassing defense I've ever seen in my life. It's that bad, guys. Like, literally, your defensive line, Hargrave and Sweat, had a really good day. Derek Barnett had some pressure here and there, but another bonehead penalty from Derek Barnett, as usual. Neutral zone infraction, offsides calls, you name it. The defense, it is what it is. Tyreek Hill was just impossible. You just can't cover Tyreek Hill. It's literally impossible. I thought Slay had an okay day. Steven Nelson gave up a big play today, but really these corners have actually been playing not bad. Even Travis Kelce didn't have a huge day today. I thought Avonte Maddox actually played pretty well. He's actually been playing well against the tight ends the past 4 weeks, so I really can't complain. This defensive line is a huge problem. There's the depth behind our starters. We're not getting no production from anybody. Okay, so the people that are still defending Fletcher Cox at this point, okay, I got to say this right now. Fletcher Cox, and I'm just going to read this because I had to go over some of this. Fletcher Cox, through 4 games, okay, 4 games, now still 5 tackles, 0 for a loss, 0 sacks, 0 quarterback hits, and a fumble recovery for the touchdown Monday night versus Dallas. Other than that, that's it. That's it. He hasn't even got a pressure yet or a quarterback hit yet. And how many? So what? So this guy's going to eat up double teams. And let me tell you something. He wasn't double teamed the whole entire game. Okay, let's say that. Okay? He wasn't double teamed the whole game. So when he's one-on-one, he's getting beat. When he's what is Jonathan Gannon doing with these guys? Are they reading, reacting? What happened to? We're going to do a 4-3. We're going to do a 3-4. We're going to disguise coverages. Like, he made it seem like we're going to move guys around. And Kerrigan hasn't got a pressure, nothing. It's crazy. These linebackers fall for anything that's misdirection. They can't cover. These linebackers are too small, and they're not good. Singleton can only do so much. He's a tackling machine. That's really it. We don't have that thumper at linebacker, which we need. Ronnie McLeod had a bonehead penalty today, too, that cost us a touchdown. So, it's just a mess. You couldn't stop them one time all game. You couldn't stop it. It was literally, you can't let an offense get second and short all the time. You can't have a 2nd and 2. Yeah, you can't do that. And then it was what, a 3rd and 12, and you gave that up because Mahomes pretty much spread out the offense, spread out the defense, and he ran 12 yards all by himself. You're giving up long 3rd downs. You're too many 2nd and shorts, and you got no pass rush, which gives you your secondary gets exposed at this point. It's just penalty on both sides of the ball. Offensively, like, if the defense could have made a couple stops in this game, we could have did something in this game. I didn't have us winning, but we could have won this game. 3 touchdowns taken off the board. Jonathan Gannon, to me, is on the hot seat right now. And it's not just because of this game. It's what I've seen the past 4 weeks. Okay? The past 4 weeks. He hasn't changed nothing. The one problem on both sides of the ball that we're still having trouble with is making changes throughout the game. I thought, obviously, this game for the offense was good. Okay, I think we just needed more production from certain players because Devontae Smith had over 100 yards. Our tight ends pretty much were more productive than the rest of our receivers. Quez Watkins got dinged up a little bit. And Jalen Reagor just talks on the internet, and he does this for 9 yards. You know, there's a lot of changes coming to Philly next year, I'm telling you. And this is what we got to deal with right now. But Jonathan Gannon is a waste of space. He's still playing prevent defense. Still. It's a 3rd and short, and you're still lining your corners back. You got your corners back 6 yards, your linebackers back. I mean, it's ridiculous. The Chiefs, I'm not saying the Chiefs, but in general, like, you got some good players. You got some good receivers that you're just going to let them walk off the line and play prevent. What tells me is when they're playing prevent, Gannon has no idea how to use any of these players, period. He doesn't know how to use the defensive line. He doesn't know how to use linebackers. He doesn't know how to use cornerback. I mean, really, at the end of the day. And this guy was a cornerback coach for the Colts. Gannon's on the hot seat this year. Gannon... Look, if Nick Sirianni can kind of get this offense back in a rhythm, and even if we lose games, it's not fine, but it's something we're just going to have to deal with. If the offense somewhat looks productive, great. But if you have a defense that literally cannot make a stop, like against Kansas City, you don't even make them punt once. It's just mind-boggling. It really is. I'm like, I didn't flip out. I didn't freak out. I'm freaking out now a little bit because, like, this is what people pay for to see, especially going to a game like that. Who would go to a game like that and watch that? And you can't stop them one time. You know, it's scary because defensively, this team, it's old. It needs new life. It needs a new philosophy. It needs everything that we need next year. You're getting cap space. You're getting draft picks next year. I'm not going to go off. I'm not going to go crazy with the conversation of what's going to happen next year. But Jonathan Gannon, I'm done. I've had enough of this system that he's put. There's no depth. I haven't seen our draft picks. I haven't seen Teron Jackson do anything. Milton Williams hasn't done anything. I've seen flashes, barely, not even that. Fletcher Cox is the paid player, is the most expensive player on this roster, hasn't done nothing. I don't care. So you're going to be happy with Fletcher Cox when he has no pressures, no sacks, no tackles, or 5 tackles he has, whatever. Okay, so that's going to be fine. So we're good with that. So if he just has tackles all year, nothing behind the backfield, no quarterback pressures, he's doing his job, I don't think so. Stop making excuses for the guy. Stop doing it because it's getting annoying now. Okay, so really other than that, guys, I don't want to make this video too long, but this defense is disgusting. This offense has some life, okay, and there's talent, but if it's being used the right way and it's catered to Jalen Hurts, like I said, beginning of the season before it even started, Jalen Hurts is going to make a lot of mistakes. He's almost played a half a season in his career in the NFL so far. That's it. He's still a rookie. He's still learning. He's going to make mistakes. It's going to happen. I don't like how Nick is treating the run game. I don't like how they're treating Miles Sanders because they're not still, 9 carries in 2 games, whatever it is. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section below. But I'm just saying it's not enough. I think you have a steal and Kenneth Gainwell, 5th rounder. I think he's fantastic. I think your offensive line could be really good for the future because you're starting to find out, every time the Eagles have a bad season or are going to have a bad season, they always find these gems. And I think offensive line-wise, they found some guys. Now, it doesn't mean that they can't draft next year because really at the end of the day, guys, next year, I can see Fletcher Cox going. I can see Brandon Brooks going. I can see a lot of guys going next year because they're not productive. They're not doing much of anything. So defensively, it's our philosophy. It's how he's using guys. It's the coaches for each position on that defense. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Having a young defensive coordinator I thought was a good idea, and I was just eager to see what this guy was going to bring to this defense. And obviously, not much. You brought all this depth in. Nobody's producing. Absolutely nobody. So you have two aging safeties. You have a linebacker core that has no thumper, nobody that's going to make a name for themselves. You have a defensive line that gets no pressure. It's a total disaster. It is. You have two cornerbacks that I think that actually have played pretty well. But, of course, the 1 year when we usually have a pass rush, we actually get another corner in Steven Nelson that helps out Darius Slay a lot, and we have no pass rush now. So I don't get how there's no pass rush. Are they reading, reacting? Are they not shooting their gaps? Like, why are they getting blocked so easily? There's a reason for it. So, not going to go crazy with this, but it is what it is. We lost. The whole NFC East won today. It's a mess. It's a total joke. This defense is a joke. This offense did as much as they could today with what they had. I thought they played really well. I thought Devontae Smith played well. I thought Quez did a little bit okay. He had 30-something yards, but he ended up getting dinged up. I think Quez is going to be a star on this team. I don't think they're using the running backs. And obviously, the penalties are killing us. Fundamentals. What Nick Sirianni said before the season started. Fundamentals, guys. Fundamentals. But where's the fundamentals? These guys keep screwing up every single week. So that's all I got to say. Nothing much to really say. But other than that, that's it, guys. I will see you guys later. Shakes, what up, follow slide. Peace out, guys. Peace.